Hello, my name is Arely and we are going to talk about the pin tax. The pin tax date back to the 1990s when a report from California's Assembly Office of Research found that the 64% of stores in several major cities charged more to wash and dry clean a woman's blouse than a man's button up. The subject gained national attention and has since spurred various attempts at instituting regulations to remove the pin tax. And what is the pin tax? The pin tax is a term for the extra amount of money women are charged for certain products or services that are specifically marketed toward them. The general products such as razors or deodorants can be used by both men and women, but the items branded toward women are more expensive. For example, if you go to the drugstore, you may notice that women's razors, which are essentially the same as those for men, it is um, more expensive, costs more, and you will find that generally the only difference between the razors is that the woman's version is pink and the men's version is blue. Unfortunately, there are plenty of examples like this one that often cause women to pay more than men for everyday items. And what I think about this? I think it is a very important topic because we as a woman see ourselves in inequality even in these topics, and we have a little representation in a imagine. And what costs more for women? The 13% more for personal care products, the 8% more for adult clothing, the 7% more for accessories, and the 4% more for children's clothing. All about women's.
My name is Anel Mata, and I'll to talk about the pink tax. The National Commission for the Protection and Defense of Users of Penal Services, CONDUCEF, informs users about the pink tax, which consists of an increase in the price of products aimed at the female sector, to the difference from those focused on the male public. The Library of the Nation Congress of Chile, BCN, explains to the pink tax should be understood properly as a tax. Instead, it should be treated as a source applied by marketing strategies, a consequence of the close link between woman and the home, which will explain its greater weight purchasing decisions. Women being more active in the markets them a perfect target for customer strategies. Generally, the products associated with women's personal hygiene are those that register so-called pink tags, which can be replaced by some other neutral, even by similar products for men. According to Profeco, this higher price is also due to the fact the fact that brands invest more money in the presentation of their products, packaging, design, and advertising, as they are aimed at women. In the field of financial services and products, it is also possible to see an increase in the cost of some insurances. However, unlike the price of hygiene products, The reason for the increase in women's insurance is because insurance start from the assumption that women tend to live longer than men. On the other hand, it also responds to the health issue, since despite living longer, it is also more prone to other diseases. The Conducef carried out an exercise to show the comparison of the total cost of some insurances, but for men and women according to the following assumption. Given this, the National Commission recommends you take in account the following. Compare price of both products and financial services before hitting them. Keep in mind that sometimes the same item is cheaper in one store than in another. If possible, replace them with neutral items such as razors, soaps, etc. If the difference in the product is a substance, fragrance, or smell that you cannot replace with the neutral version. In the case of perfumes, deodorants, and overcreams, try switching to a cheaper brand that offers a similar item.